Hi everyone. So today I have a really cool video at hand. It is a interactive case study, and what I mean by that is you get to kind of pick how you kind of navigate through the case study. So there's a bunch of different sections. There is the issue section, there is the stakeholders section, there is the outcome section, there is a scope section, and a bunch of other sections. So below I will link all of these sections and you can pick how you want to navigate through it. You can also go to my website, which is also linked in the description, and there you can also pick through how you want to navigate, and there will be like the video as well as a bit of like a transcript type of deal, and then some like additional resources slash citations and such. So I'm really happy to get this started, and without further ado, go ahead and pick what section you want to do first. The issue at hand is that the YouTube partnership program has recently changed the way that they accept new and current content creators into their program, which has created a lot of debacle and a lot of problems within the YouTube community. So basically, with the new policies in place, YouTube content creators will need to meet the following threshold in order to basically claim monetization on the YouTube partnership program, along with use some other tools. So these requirements are over 4,000 watch hours in the past year, as well as a total of 1,000 subscribers. Not only is there new thresholds in place for the YouTube partnership program, but these thresholds are also being transferred over to different YouTube networks. And YouTube networks such as like Awesomeness TV, Fullscreen, Freedom, Maker Studio, Scale Labs, and just a number of others are actually releasing those content creators who don't surpass those thresholds. So it is a much larger scale than just YouTube. So the YouTube Partnership Program is a program for YouTubers and content creators that can be used to claim monetization, as well as use tools such as external links in cards and end cards, as well as use super chat as well as sponsorships within live streams. YouTube has implemented a number of different thresholds and just basically different policies in order to get in, as well as to stay in the YouTube Partnership Program. And their most recent one was a total of 10,000 views across all your videos across your lifetime, which is somewhat easy to do for a YouTube content creator. However, with these new thresholds, it is a lot harder in order to accomplish those thresholds. So basically, the scope of the YouTube Partnership Program changes is that as of February 20th, 2018, current content creators needed to reach those thresholds, and if they did not, they were and have been released from their YouTube Partnership Program spots, as well as the potential of YouTube networks that they were partnered with being released. Whereas new content creators had, as of January 16th, 2018, I will need to meet those new thresholds in order to apply for the partnership program. So if the new content creators don't hold that threshold, then there is actually no opportunity for them to actually apply as of this point. So there's 6 stakeholders within this partnership program debacle. One of them being the primary stakeholder being smaller YouTubers, because they are the ones that's being affected by this the most, as they're being released from their YouTube network, being released from the partnership program, losing out on the monetization tools, as well as just other tools to help them grow their channel. As it was stated in the star by Ray Reynolds, a small travel vlogger, he can attract more than 200,000 views on his travel videos. However, that wouldn't equate to the total of watch hours that is required for the partnership program unless he has and will be released from the YouTube Partnership Program. Moreover, Kiss.Jenny is pulling in the correct number of watch hours, however she doesn't reach the subscriber threshold, and thus she is also being removed from the YouTube Partnership Program as well. As it was further said in the story by Reynolds, I've never been in it for the money, however I felt like something I had earned was being taken away from me, and somehow that made me want to hold on to it all the more. As Michael Rizzi prophesized, just seeing $10 a month was very motivating. If there's no incentive for new YouTubers to start down the line, it could really hurt the platform. Yes, in order to be successful, you do need to put in the work and to push out content. However, how YouTube has implemented the new ways, it's really hard for the smaller YouTubers to get the word out, as the YouTube algorithms favors more towards the bigger YouTubers. So they will push out the bigger YouTubers' content versus the smaller YouTubers' content more and more likely, which makes it very hard to attract those new viewers. The secondary stakeholders, I would say, is the viewers of the smaller YouTubers, just because basically by having the smaller YouTubers not meeting these thresholds, the smaller YouTubers will do anything in their power in order to get these thresholds. So they will ask smaller YouTubers to subscribe, to share their videos, and all that type of stuff, which does add a little bit more extra time onto the videos. Furthermore, it just might get repetitive depending on how long you've been subscribed to them or how long you've been watching them. And also too, with not having that motivation of having like monetization and these tools and not being in the partnership program and all this, it might decentivize the YouTubers to create content, and the content that they create, it might not be as motivated as previously. So that might reflect, and the viewers might see that, so that will reflect the viewers as well. The third stakeholder, I would say, are big YouTubers, also the YouTubers that just passed the threshold, and they're affected in a different way. I would say probably more in a positive way, as they will get more view counts, as the small YouTubers aren't creating the content, and thus the algorithms and stuff pushing it more towards them. Along with one other change that YouTube has done recently, and they are actually manually going through and reviewing monetization content ID misflags. So the bigger YouTubers will have that hierarchy to get those reviews done. The fourth stakeholder in this would be advertisers. As smaller YouTubers are being punished for not creating good content, it might tell like the advertisers like, hey, YouTube is pulling these YouTubers, pulling our ads from their content, even though they might be good content, and in turn putting them on better content from bigger YouTubers. So the advertisers themselves might pull out of the YouTube advertising platform, and thus further bringing problems. The fifth stakeholder would be YouTube networks. As I kind of stated in the issues section, YouTube networks are releasing smaller content creators from their network, and thus could potentially give YouTube networks a bad reputation, as they aren't supporting them. Furthermore, bigger YouTubers might not like how the smaller YouTubers are being released, and they may actually like band together and like boycott YouTube networks, and thus like asking them to be released from the YouTube networks and support and band with the smaller YouTubers. But I don't think I've seen that happen yet, but it would be cool if that were to happen, and who knows. The sixth and final stakeholder would be YouTube, and as it was quoted on the YouTube creators blog, with the new requirements, it will allow YouTube to significantly improve our ability to identify content creators who contribute positivity to the community and help drive more ad revenue to them, and away from content creators who are negatively affecting the community. These higher standards will also help us prevent potential inappropriate videos from monetization, which can hurt revenue for everyone. YouTube is basically saying that they will minimize the amount of bad content. However, in reality, a lot of the smaller YouTubers make a lot of better and positive content than some bigger YouTubers. So in a sense, basically what they're saying doesn't make sense. And like, the smaller YouTubers aren't bigger YouTubers just because they don't have access to the tools or money to basically promote their content or to get higher in rankings or get better in the algorithms. Some people just don't even know proper ways of doing like SEO or tagging videos properly or anything like that, and that's really nothing to do with YouTube videos. That's more to do with back-end algorithms, and YouTube and the bigger YouTubers kind of have a bit of a sense of how to do that properly, and that is something that they've kind of learned from the help of YouTube / like other like tools that is part of the YouTube partnership program. So by like taking away that from the smaller content creators, that will kind of push away from the smaller YouTubers. YouTube further did say that though these changes affect a significant number of channels, 99% of these affected were making less than $100 per year in the last year, where 90% earned less than $2.50 in the last month. Any of these channels who no longer meet this threshold will be paid what they've already earned based on our AdSense policies, which is actually kind of false, just because I was released back in February, but I still have yet to receive my ad revenue that I earned, so technically that bit is false. But with that being said, YouTube is admitting that it is affecting a number of smaller content creators. So I feel like they should look back at that and try and think of another way to affect as little content creators as possible. Just because if you affect a lot of YouTube community members, that will incentivize YouTubers to no longer make content and try and find other revenues. Like personally, I've been trying to think of different platforms that I can put my content on. I know a lot of other smaller YouTubers are doing the same, so it is gonna like take content away from YouTube. So, but not only is content creators losing the ad revenue money, they're losing tools to help them grow their channels, like I've stated before. And it is really hard for the smaller content creators to reach that algorithm, which is a whole nother issue in itself. Yeah, like it's YouTubers are being falsely claimed, being falsely pushed away, being like not put into proper like search algorithms or recommendations and all that type of stuff. So there's definitely problems, and yeah, YouTube is needing to kind of fix those in order to keep content creators coming back. So basically the outcome of this YouTube partnership program change is that smaller YouTubers are being affected and being released / removed from the program and losing their ability to claim advertisements or AdSense, along with use other tools to grow their channel. The media, as in YouTube in this sense, is saying that smaller YouTubers are bad content creators. So yeah, hopefully YouTube kind of looks back on what they've done, and hopefully they will try and see if there's any other thing that they can do to mitigate the negative content. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for me. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you kind of were able to go through all the sections. This was a really fun experience for me. I've kind of wanted to do something like this for a long time. And yeah, and I guess I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.